Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Hard Knight. Today I'm bringing you a story on why I stopped cussing. I want to let you know this is going to be, if you think about it, a very detailed, graphic, somewhat scary, but realistic story. It is the absolute truth. It is not fiction at all. It's all non-fiction. And it's been my tale to tell for anyone who wondered. And also, I was playing bots this game, as you can see at the scoreboard right there. I was just testing out how ground war will work. I would have put real ground war video footage up, but when I jumped in the game, I kid you not, I spawned up. Well, I didn't spawn up. I showed up in the game. I clicked my class. It then showed me inside of someone else's paladin, like their screen, and then it froze. And I'm like, wow, okay then. Well, so one day I was what people didn't really consider perfect or good or any of this either. I've always been a friendly person. I've always done nice things for people. And, you know, if you know me for a while, you would know that occasionally I ask for favors and nice things done, but usually I won't. Usually I like to do things on my own. Usually I like to independently get whatever needs to be done. And so one day during my, I want to say, possibly the worst part of my life, and I say that because from a Bible standpoint it was really bad. And yes, this story is going to involve religion. If you would, it'd be great if there was no thumbs down because of religion. I'd rather have a thumbs down because of the video, or just because you didn't like my commentary rather than you don't like the topic. Anyway, one day someone had told me some things. They told me, well, you know, this is a sin, that's a sin. I, from a kid, was growing up as Christian, but when I got older, I kind of moved away from that. My mom always told me, you know, if you follow the 10 Commandments, you'll be alright. And that's what I did, but that isn't exactly correct. You need to do that, you need to do more, as well as praying every night. So, anyway, one day somebody told me that something I was doing was bad. I didn't know. They told me it was a sin, this and that. And, you know, I thought about the 10 Commandments, but that thing was not listed on the 10 Commandments. So, I found out that sin was listed in the Bible itself. And basically, things that are sins in the Bible say they're like forbidden or you should not do them. Those are the kind of things that you call sins in the Bible. So, I had stayed up all night. I believe it was the very next night. The first night I had just prayed for myself because I felt like I needed it, and I hadn't been praying much lately. So, it was just for the best. Anyway, next night I stayed up. I had watched some videos because I kind of wanted to know what all this is like and why I would want to clean up my life. And I know the first thought of hell in everybody's mind is just this really dark, lava-filled flame place. You know, you kind of just get thrown there because you're not living a good life. That's not all true. It's also not like Earth. It's also not like a reservation or a hotel just with no rules. It's none of that. No. I'm gonna get to it because I seen it. It was really scary. So tonight I went and looked up some things. I see a lot of people had talked about how they went to hell, they got out, and they seen things, this and that. But that's not what made my image of this place. No, not at all. If it did, I still remember it today, but I don't really remember the descriptive details. The only thing I can remember people saying was it was dark, hot, and you could hear screams of terror. So, later that morning, since I stayed up all night, about 6 or 7, I started watching something I traditionally watch. I would assume it was Family Guy or Full Metal Alchemist. As all you know, neither one of those shows have anything to do with hell or fire or burning or death. One is a fighting show, the other's a comedy show. Anyway, I had prayed and said, God, can you show me hell? I don't want to be there, I just want to see it. So I went to bed that night, and I had a dream. And this is, I thought when I had a dream about a really big spider in the backyard, like when I say big, I mean bigger than me, like 5 times the human size. I thought that was the scariest thing I'd ever seen. I was totally wrong. I was seeing this in first person. Usually you see dreams in third person. Like you could kind of see yourself and you can't control it, but you see what you're doing. Well, I seen this in first person. I could see myself, my body, and I don't know what I was on. I don't even think I was standing on anything. It was like I was just floating, and I was outside of what looked like a mountain with bars, about 5 of them. They were life-size, like 5 feet high, and they were making it so people couldn't get away. Well, these bars were the bars to hell. And when I looked through, it was really fiery red. I seen people trying to grab onto each other. I seen them falling. I heard screams of misery. It was dark, but with the flames you could kind of see a little bit, and it looked kind of like a mountain edge or a volcano edge, and people were just falling in. And I didn't know what they were screaming about. I had no idea. I couldn't see in it. I just seen the outside of it. It was really scary. I didn't even get a chance to see inside of it. I have no idea what's inside of it. I could tell you what I've heard was inside of it, but that scared me into crazy, I want to say trauma. Trauma because I woke up 6 seconds after that started. It was really the scariest thing ever. The only one I seen that I could describe was a white woman. She looked really pale with black hair, and her eyes were just illuminated dark. Like, it's as if somebody took a picture of this woman and then used the black marker or black colored pencil and just outlined and put the whole eyeball black. And I didn't understand this. I just thought about it, and so this is when I had started, you know, actually looking by myself for things that were called sins. And one of the few that I realized was a sin was cussing. And I only cussed because I didn't find a reason to stop. I slowed down as I got older. I started just saying D-A-M-N and S-H-I-T. Hell isn't a swear because it's a place. But it just changed me for the better. And I figured I'd share the story with you guys because, you know, a lot of people don't know why I don't cuss. And that's why. I don't ever want to visit this place again. And the video, one of the videos I remember watching was an artist who had been to hell and taken pictures, but these weren't things that I got to see because, like I said, I didn't get to visit the place. I just got to see the outside and hear the voices. I didn't get to feel anything because this is a dream, obviously. So I can't tell you about how intense fire felt or how hot it was or this and that. But I can't tell you everything I've seen and heard, and it was really a frightening experience. I don't ever want to see that again. It was horrible. And I don't ever want to see anybody I know go there. A lot of people don't believe in God. I mean, if that's what you want, then that's what you want. I'm not going to tell anyone to believe in anything. I just don't want to ever see anybody, you know, get hurt. And, well, the only things I learned about that from videos, because, like I said, I never got to see it, was your body never goes away in this place. And what I mean by that, if you get a finger cut off on Earth, it's going to hurt really bad, and then you just lost it for good. In this place, when you get your finger cut off, it'll disappear, and then it'll just come back and be a part of your body again. This is just part of a spiritual thing, because once you're dead, you can't lose your body parts anymore. So, I'm gonna get out of here. This is why I don't cuss anymore. And I hope this encourages some of you not to cuss anymore. You don't have to believe me, but it's all true.